they've got it figured out as far as a cool cast of characters, but they've got their work cut out for them now. This is interesting. They've built up an advantage, but they've paid a price for it.
Now, as you can see, with the 4 left here, Dave, what do we got here down at the bottom for those who are chilling out now? 192, 243, as you can see, is Deadpool actually off the back? No, he's just on the back here resting, as you can see. So definitely have 4 steady now at this point. South Korea involved here with Chang So. Good to see, as the rest are going to be Americans. It looks like coming out of the United States amongst this crowd.
It's the theme of the day. Have one really solid foreign rider on our American or Canadian teams. Not everybody doing that, but I love seeing it. There's Deadpool throwing some sparks up here. There's the TFC team again coming in after the first 2 races of the season as our leaders. They're leading this race, but they're going to have to hold on out here. They've got another, let's call it 9K of racing here around Watopia's waistband. Men's C's we've been jumping in with. Good to see Big Pop finishing up a strong pull here.
Time starting to come in, 23:47 at the back there for Coalition Fusion. It's going to be Team USMES C1. Herd of Trusty Steeds, 23:12 at 3rd place, 23:08 Nuclear Rhinos, and 22:39.
Nuclear Rhinos moved up quite a bit, Nathan. They were into the 2nd spot now. I believe that, no, they actually were pretty good after the 1st spot as well. So they're staying on a good pace out here. They're obviously the danger team for TFC X-Force, the squad that we've got on screen right now. It looks to me like the Rhinos may be the team that has that chance of making the catch. It's Herd of Trusty Steeds going a little far out. Well, no, not that much further out, only 4 more seconds. So let's see what happens out here. Back in with Coalition now. This is the team sitting 6th as they put a 23:47 up on the board for their split time. So that will be 6th quickest, as they're 5 seconds behind Dirty Watts Sky High, who are sitting in the top 5 right now.
What Coalition doing here? They've got 4 as well. It's a quiet night over in the Americas for some of these top teams, Dave. Interesting choice of wheels as well. I would have gone deep dish for across the board. Perhaps I'm able to afford them? Or, as not going with the full disc for some of these riders here, perhaps. Are you looking for a little bit more lightweight, perhaps?
Or they, what level Zwifter are they? Maybe they haven't unlocked that yet.
Yeah,
I think the disc comes to you around level 35 or so.
Yeah, maybe a level lock thing. There could be that. That's a good point, Dave.
And these are C's, so there's certainly, I mean, actually, there's plenty of C's that are level 60 Zwifters, so that's not really fair to say. But odds are good that they're climbing the ladder.
Sometimes there's that category when it comes to getting lots of riding in. Oh, man. That is definitely sometimes tends to be their strong point.
Right.
So,
no, absolutely. The level that you race at has nothing to do with the experience that you have as a Zwifter. That's for sure.
Todd Reed,
taking a look.
Canada, Lewis M here, United States, Tim Chalik, and then Drew F is hanging out. What's going on with Drew?
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
I like it. He's Tom Bondo.
There's a lot.
That's who he is. He's Tom Bondo. Or he's at some sort of fair. Like, I don't know.
Right, a Renaissance fair. Well, that's maybe not Renaissance.
No,
yeah.
but something.
If he had a turkey leg in his hand, yeah. I'm not too sure what Drew is all about, but
I like it though.
Yeah,
I like it.
You know what? It looks a little Lebowski-ish to me, like a big Lebowski.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. Now I need some sort of Lebowski. It's been a while since I've seen it. But come on, man. Come on. Come on,
dude.
Dude. Right?
The dude
I think
abides.
that's why I like him. Yeah, there we go. The dude abides. And I think that is what Drew F is doing. He is abiding.
He looks
but
like a
he
biter,
needs to
yeah.
abide, though, because the herd of steeds are coming quickly right now, Dave.
Yeah, they got a lot to gain out here talking about the trusty herd of steeds. They're one of these teams that were locked in a big group right in the middle here. Let's see who can start climbing the ladder here as we make our way through the middle part of the season. They're down to 7K to go. So finish line not that far out. This is really where you're fully immersed in the hurt locker now.
Yeah, check out Varley in the back here. Just getting done with his pole. Right on Jim's wheel, holding 2.9. You can see really making sure he's not pushing past the rider in front of him. Shane's there as well from the steeds. At the front, Alan now taking over 3.3 watts per kilogram. Absolutely love the new kit coming from Herd. As Alan is going to take a solid pull with Shane right on the wheel coming out of Canada. Two Canadians. I wonder, now the Ukraine flags we wouldn't know as they're showing their support over there. But the Americas here in the East definitely always split pretty well between the riders to the north of me, just to the north of me.
Right.
And us to the south of the border.
Yeah, it actually really is amazing how evenly matched it is between the Canadian and American flags, knowing that more Canadians live in California than in Montreal.
Is this true? Is that actually true?
Yeah,
Really?
that is true. Montreal's not that large of a city, right? And there's a ton of Canadians that live in California, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Canada, I'm going to guess, is a nation of less than 40 million people. So America's almost 10 times larger population-wise. So if you use that ratio, you can see the Canadians punch way above their weight when it comes to Zwift.
Well, I'm going to miss one here. His name is 6. I'm not sure who 6 is, but we'll at least be able to take a look and see who the other 4 guys are out here with us. It's going to be Alan, Shane, out on the track there. Good to see Sean Varley and Jim. And the number 6 in support of Ukraine. Good to see them out there and having a good ride. And it looks like they're going to be definitely challenging as we get these times coming in. The herd of trusty steeds are at 32:09 currently, the second fastest time, Dave. It's almost like they queued it up to be ready to go, to be on the board. And Dave, this is not where they were earlier. 23:12 they had, so they were way out.
Well, to be fair to them, this isn't luck. They didn't happen upon this. These guys, you can tell by the way that they're setting up their numbers, and these guys team time trial a lot. I have a feeling that every Thursday they're probably showing up in WTRL land, and that's paying off for them here. This is they've got one more team time trial this season, but it's certainly noteworthy if we do have a chance to check in with them. I mean, they very well could get second place here today. They've got the Nuclear Rhinos just 2 seconds ahead of them at that final check, so they got a lot to race for right now. And this is the team that they're chasing. I wouldn't want to be chasing these guys.
Oh man, you can feel it the moment we got in with them. The speed's good with the Rhinos now.
6 aggravated Rhinos? No, thank you.
They're going good. The Rhinos are going really good. You can see it here. We're going to jump back in with these guys in just a moment. We do have the second half of the ladies' race. We definitely want to make sure that we're highlighting all that we can across the C category for the women. Let's see how things are playing out. We got a couple of teams finishing. We'll jump back with the men in just a moment. But on the ladies' side of things, this is how things are starting to play out. HB Racing having finished 41-16. Synergy Ignite have a 41-41. We did see HB Racing Swarm came through at 32.41 at the 22K mark for third, and then it was Coalition Eclipse at 32.48. Tsunami, as we saw there, at 33. Now this is who we're in with right now. It's this Ionian Super Chicas with a pretty solid time so far, but they got to make up a good amount of time to get out of that 6th place. Not sure that's going to be happening.
Only 2 teams have finished at this point. 41-16 is the time for ATP Racing Hive. Synergy Ignite with a 41-41. And I'm really watching, can ATP Racing Swarm get up there with their sister team? And we'll have a time here in a moment. This is going to be close. Aeonian we're in with now. The
Interesting to
Super
see.
Chicas.
Yeah, it's going to be Allison, Trudy, Courtney, Dana, and Breg all making their way to the line. A little bit of sprint here coming from Trudy out of the out of Australia. And she's going to try and egg the rest of her team on for a couple of seconds. We'll see how that goes for them to the line. We'll work our way backwards here. It is going to be the sisters, W sisters now, all out of Canada and pushing hard.
All right, and let's see here. So Les Watt Sister, or this would be Les Collective, I believe, that is 8th there as far as at check.
Yeah, you're probably right there. I think you're right on that.
I think they're sister, they're a related group there, talking about the Watt Sisters and Les Collective. It's all the Quebecois riders. Strong contingent out of Quebec.
Yeah, and they tend to have, I'd say, would you say that that area is, like, cycling is culturally a little stronger, or what do you think?
Yes,
I don't know. Like,
I
don't
would
wanna
say
make
that.
I'm not from Canada. I have no idea. Like, but I get the sense of that. I get the sense.
I think that you're correct, and part of that comes down to Canada has a very progressive funding for athletes, and Quebec even more so. So they really, Quebec has a very much an appreciation for sport people. Not that the rest of Canada doesn't, but I think Quebec is exceptionally into it. Mountain biking in Canada, that seems to focus a little more on the western side of the country as far as the national team.
Sure.
Absolutely.
When I was at Mount St. Anne, there was like kids on mountain bikes everywhere. Like, I mean, like they had whole after-school programs beyond what I've ever even seen with NICA. It was amazing. Really
Bromont and Mont St. Anne. Quebec, yeah. I mean, I'd never thought about that before, Nathan, but Quebec should be really proud of how they've managed their relationship with sports and athletes. They do a great job there.
Well, here come the sisters. A little bit of a punch.
Here they are.
Line. Yeah, nice one here. 43.09 was what now we're coming across. They have to beat 42.30. That's not going to be happening, but they got a good ride out there. The Otters are chasing them down. Here are the Otters. They did not build the dam, it looks like, but that's okay. They are making their way through, and they're going to get a good time.
That's okay.
34-12. 34-12 was their last time at 7th place. Made it backwards just a little bit. The question is, how is it going to go up against the collective? I think that's who they're really battling against at this moment.
I don't think there is a Herd of Beavers team now that I think about it. There's an opportunity for someone. Herd of Busy Beavers.
There we go.
The engineers of nature. Come on. I'd love to see that team. But here we go. This is the Otters coming in, all playful.
How do you know they're playful?
Dancing
They're
on the
mad.
pedals.
These are mad otters. They're not playful.
They're rabid otters.
Dave told them they couldn't build a dam, okay? They're mad.
Now they're upset. Yeah. They're like, well, where are we supposed to live? Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, you could put
this is the only reason they didn't take first. They weren't allowed to build the dam. That's all there is to it.
I would imagine they'll be filing a ticket with Zwift right after this race to complain.
Yeah, who's this commentator saying I can't build a dam? We can do whatever we want. We can cross the line now too, as nicely done there. I think they're going to be stick with that 8th place. We'll wait for the update here. Collective did come through with a 43.38 actually. Nicely done for 7th place. Herd of Otters just crossing the line. We'll see how that goes. Here is the SWAT
Nathan,
team with the cheat.
You see? Look at this.
Here?
So my prediction came true. Coalition Eclipse with a 41.13. 41.16. 3 seconds is the difference at the finish line. And we've got 3 teams within 10 seconds. That was what I was saying. It's going to be close. These ladies backed it up with some exceptional racing out here today.
Wow.
Yow.
Nicely done. Very nicely done. Now, what's happening
That's
with
what you
SWAT
want
here, Dave? The chicks.
Well, I see 3 riders. Now I see 1. but there were a couple of ladies just behind her. Where's their fourth?
Michelle's like, forget it. I mean, she's had enough. But
And here's two teammates. They still were one shy of a quorum. There she is. All right.
so
Well,
they have
it could have
four.
gone better,
They
but
do have
yeah.
four at least. I mean, at least they're gonna, they're gonna get a time. I hope they know that it is the rider, the fourth. Unless they started, did they start with 4? No, they started with 5. So it is going to be.
I think it just got a little sketch for him there in the final few K. At some point, frustration can crack teams as well. Where I don't know if that's the case here or not, but it looks like that. We'll get all 4. The time for these two is actually going to be the rider sitting at the tail end of the screen here. So the harder they go.
If you take a look at the heart rate, though, it isn't like they're riding away right now. They are waiting up. But perhaps something.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point. I mean, 111 for Chantel.
109, 106. And the others are working really hard. 144,
How hard,
178. I mean,
Yeah.
this is definitely trying to get back on terms.
So-
get things back to the front here.
Yeah, I'd agree. They're aware of what's going on. The ladies on the front aren't trying to make this worse. I think that they just realized that, well, we'll just pedal on in now. You can't go backwards in a time trial. So
Well, we do have Mundasev and a few others here. This is going to be the Fearless team coming on through. Great to see them again. Ellen, Kippen, and King. It is going to be making their way to the finish line. So always great to see
they're in
Team
squad
Fearless.
mode.
Yep, 36:57 was their last time coming through. They should be able to hold on for 9th place out here today. But that's going to actually raise them up a little bit in the leaderboard, too. I think Fearless were behind SWAT. SWAT were going really well. I think today's going to be one of their days they'd like to scratch rather than keep, because they were tied for 7th and 8th, but I think they're going to drop down a little bit. Fearless, though, they're going to get the better of that and move their way up the leaderboard, I think, from this result, at least to 9th place overall. So good job to Fearless.
Yeah, it's noteworthy how some of the biggest efforts happen from riders back in at this level. That never give up attitude is key to being a real racer, that's for sure. You can't just throw in the towel when things aren't going your way. We're going to go back over and take a look at the men. They're just into the final 100 meters here.
Yeah, this is going to be Dirt making their way to the line here. I believe, no, excuse me, not Dirt, USMES. They got a new kit in game, I believe. Good to see. This is actually one of the recent submissions to, I don't know, if you didn't know, you can submit the weekly fashion pick over on the Zwift Community Live website. And the USMES that we just saw was submitted recently. Thanks a lot for that submission. We're still going through the picks for the week, but it most likely will be sometime soon here on our fashion rating. So thanks a lot for that submission. Great to see it. And nice job so far out there. They did come on through with a 41.01, holding steadily to 4th place, just behind the herd of trusty steeds. We thought the steeds were going to do better than the Nuclear Rhinos, perhaps, but the Rhinos held on for that 2nd place. Coalition Fusion then 41.20. Nicely done. I think, though, Coalition here, they faded backwards a little bit. I thought that they started ahead of a few of these teams that we're looking at right now. So nicely done to these teams 4th through 2nd. We said there was a ton of parity, though, didn't we, Dave?
Yeah, and you can see Coalition, though. We talked about pacing and schedules, and it looks like it bit them there as they end up with a 41.20. That puts them
This
in
is
at
30 watt
5th
Sky
right now.
High, Dave. 30 watt Sky High. This is a cool team. I like these guys.
Kitties.
I thought you were calling the team name Kitties. It's like, where does it say Kitties now? I'm like, oh, okay. Skip is
eye.
here. This is one of the Twitch streamers, one of the more popular Twitch streamers. Good to see Skip. He does a lot of try stuff too. But here comes Purdy and crew from AAV. These guys are flying. Woo.
Midnight team. Yeah. Good ride by
Really
them
going
today.
good. Really going good. Nicely done.
Down to
Nicely done.
4. So
Well,
they're
they did it
gonna
right
finish with-
then. If they were down to 4
Yeah.
at that point, right? Because they started with 6.
Yeah, theoretically, that's the ride that you're finishing with 4 if you do it right, is perfect. That's going to be AAVC Midnight finishing up. We now have a Coalition. They're also got 4 here. About a K to go. A little over a minute of racing remaining for these guys now.
Yeah. What did they start with?
I don't see. Yeah, I was going to say I don't see a 5th anywhere near them right now.
This? I'm gonna have to figure this
This-
out. This is the Galaxy
what?
Voyager team. That's who this is.
Yeah.
Because
Yep,
the purple
good
kit,
call.
I like it that that's one thing I really like that has been done with this Zwift Racing League is that, you know, you can identify, they do tend to swap jerseys, and there is penalties at this point sometimes if it does get reported, hey, you're supposed to be in a certain jersey, and you can see here that they do have a jersey that is recognizable there across. I believe
This rider
that's who we're
must-
looking. Or is this, no wait,
Yeah,
is this
so-
Coalition
so-
Fusion?
No,
it can't be.
it's not, because Coalition is finished already. So this
Yeah.
is Galaxy Voyager. I think what's going on is that rider must ride for both teams. It just didn't
Interesting.
change.
I'm looking
That's a
backwards
tough one, but
here. I'm not
this
seeing
is-
Galaxy
this is
Voyager
Galaxy.
anywhere behind, right? It is, okay. It is, okay.
Yeah. But
Where are the dirty dogs is my question.
I've heard that before.
Where's the? See, this is where now. Here's Phoenix.
This is
WB
weird.
Phoenix. WB
yeah.
Phoenix is here at least. We found them. Let's see if
There's
we can
also
figure out
more
where
than
they-
10 teams,
There's
aren't
more
there,
than
in
there
this?
is. Yeah, that might have
Right,
something to do
and-
with it here. So I mean, perhaps we can do this. We can. Oh.
Who are the Breeze Boys?
I think
Here we go.
We've got some answers here. We've got some answers. Is that what? No, that's not what we're looking for. Don't do that. That's not even close to what we're looking for. That's Europe. Nathan, you're really messing it up now. But we do have something. And I'm going to show you exactly what it is. We've got that. There is. Well, it doesn't seem to. It doesn't. It updates and then it goes through. But if you can see, Coalition Epiphany, I think.
That's
is who
the
we're
other
looking at.
Coalition
Yes.
team. So
Yes. So Galaxy Voyager is somewhere out on course. There's Coalition Epiphany who just came across the line. So that's actually who we were looking at. Apologies, that's on me 100%.
there we go.
But we got On the Rivet Coffee for closers. Phoenix is who we're looking at right now. And the Dino Diplodocus. I don't know my dinosaur names well enough, I guess. But this is a cool kid.
Diplodocus?
Diplodocus, nice.
Yeah, where's
Dave. That was
a
well
handy...
done. That was well done.
I channeled my inner 8-year-old.
I gotta say that new Phoenix kit though, that's a new kit. I would love to see that as a submission on the fashion actually. That's a cool looking kit, that new kit that Phoenix was using. As we see the dog